Mr. Chairman, thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk on Dam Safety Bill of 2019. And on behalf of YSR Congress Party, we support this bill. Sir, the bill aims to provide robust legal and institutional framework of state and central government for safety of dams. The bill further envisages the prevention and mitigation of the dam failure related disasters by way of proper surveillance, inspection, operation and maintenance of all dams in the country to ensure the safe functioning. But why some states are opposing this bill? But why some parties are opposing this bill? I would like to remind this august House, previously this bill was failed to pass in Lok Sabha. Why? Because since the water comes under the state list, it is completely unconstitutional move aimed to take control of dams. And Tamil Nadu is one of the strongest critics through the years, and also the Karnataka, Kerala and Odisha. Sir, and many more, I think. As far my limited knowledge, I could say this. As far as my limited knowledge is concerned, they might oppose because it encroaches upon the sovereignty of states. Earlier it was opposed, I guess. Opposed because they encroaches upon the sovereignty of states to manage their dams and violate the principles of federalism enshrined in the Constitution. It may be attempt by the center to consolidate the power in the guise of safety concern that the perception of some states may be in that thought. But therefore, I urge upon the government to show their magnanimous character to clear this skepticism. मैं इस सदन को एक बात याद दिलाना चाहता हूं. In the year 2002, our former Prime Minister Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji aimed and dreamed of river interlinking project. He designed to overcome the shortage and the deficit of water across the country, sir. As a part of plan, the surplus water of Himalayan rivers may be integrated to the peninsular rivers of the country, across the country, sir. In this mission of the program under the leadership of Atalji to combine the network of nearly 60 rivers of distance of 15,000 kilometers, so that it would be the largest ever project, in fact, in the world, sir. But that even can integrate the massive hydropower projects that could generate thousands of megawatts of electricity, sir. But all these things was just like a dream. I hope in this government or the next, this interlinking of rivers could be happened reality, sir. And also, I would like to mention this august House that average rainfall in the country is about 4,000 billion cubic meters. If I'm not wrong, it could irrigate 2 times size of our country. Sir, I'll give you a rough estimation by the irrigation experts. 1 TMC of water could irrigate 10,000 acres of land. 10,000 acres of land. Kindly correct me if my sources are untrue. And therefore, it is really ignominy of our government having abundant water resources. We are still unplanned. Thousands of water is unutilized and drained into the sea. In my state, I'd like to tell you, sir, in my state, in the Godavari Basin, last year, in the year 2017, almost 3,000 TMC of water got unutilized and drained into the Bay of Bengal. Yes, sir. Yes, TMC has gone to Bengal, sir. Ecological balance also is there, but our priority is agriculture. And here, yeah, and how can we get the Ilsa fish also? That is also there. And here the pathetic situation, sir, for very few TMC of water, there is a deadly dispute between the states. So in this context, I'll give you a fair example of, in China, as we all know, an engineering marvel of 3 gorgeous dams. That is the largest dam in terms of power station, and it almost produces 22,500 megawatts of electricity. And why can't our country, and we have to see our nation, nearby nations like China, Japan and Korea are developing in a huge pace. Sir, as we are going to celebrate 75 years of independence, we are still a developing country. From my childhood, I used to hear a slogan called, "Our India is a developing country." But standing in this shallow house, in this noble house, I'm still hearing, now also our country is a developing country. We have to retrospect what exactly the fault is. And every member in this house, in this honorable house, has to retrospect and think what has done all these years and what we have to do in the coming years, sir. But slowly, by standing in this noble house, slowly I could sense, being a member of parliament, in the coming future, I think the reforms has already started, stepping towards the development, sir. Under the leadership of Narendra Modi ji, our country, we hope that our country will flourish, sir. Therefore, I humbly submit to the Honorable Prime Minister that bifurcated Andhra Pradesh in the year 2014 of State Reorganization Act of 2014, Polavaram, I pray the Honorable Minister, in the State Reorganization Act of 2014, the Polavaram project has given a national status, sir. Sir, I would like to remind this House, under the dynamic leadership of our former Chief Minister, YS central government, sir, and still 4,554 balance yet to be reimbursed by the central government to the state, sir. And also, as a part of resettlement and rehabilitation is concerned, 2 minutes, sir, I'll complete, sir. Resettlement and rehabilitation is concerned, sir, there are many villages and tribals has to be settled by the government in a speedy process, sir, so that the cost estimate in the time frame, if you could complete and release the fund, the cost estimate further will not escalate, sir. For the Polavaram project, it's considered to be a national project, sir, so that I urge upon you, so that of course, sir.
Yes.
That is what we are requesting, for the timely release of funds, sir. And as per the official data, sir, I'll conclude, sir. As per the official data from the Jal Shakti Minister, our country has 5,264 large dams, sir. 437 dams under construction, sir. 293 dams aged more than 100 years, sir. In that 100 years, in my constituency, Rajmundry, there is a Dhauleshwaram barrage was constructed by Sir, earther cotton in the British era, sir, that is aged about 160 years and more, sir. And the total 1300 dams, in a way, I would like to remind this House, this was constructed in the British era, sir. Therefore, the unsafe dams can be hazard to the human life, flora and fauna, public and private assets and environmental, sir. India has had, last word. India has had 36 dam failures in the past, sir. Hence, we request this bill to be passed. We hope under the leadership of Narendra Modi ji, our country will have bright future, and I pray Almighty to empower Jal Shakti Minister with more Shakti to complete Atalji's.
माननीय सभापति महोदय, वन सुरक्षा